Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Brooklyn Bulls versus Jacoby Brissett and the Dublin Shamrocks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks. Certainly two. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Peterson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face a third down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Three yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And even the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Here's Snell. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Brissett.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett
Right back to Pitts again.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Here's Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
They bring their punter out there now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. .39 yards on the punt. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3rd and 2, Herbert. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. Little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 15. Herbert now. Here's Sanu on the catch. Again, Herbert. He's airing it out for Sanu. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bulls have taken a first-quarter lead. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Matt Amendola now for the extra point. That time a 6-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Brissett. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. The punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
After
won 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Snell. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First down, here's a run with Peterson. This will be stopped. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the pistol, they run with Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third down, it's Adrian Peterson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st down, it's Blake. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4, Herbert going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Bulls have taken the lead.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going.
Plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. To throw is Brissett.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Snell. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now Brissett finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running left with Snell. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
Brissett.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down, Brissett. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 7 yards the pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brissett. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Brissett. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game, out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Brissett. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now here's Snell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Brissett now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jacoby Brissett with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. This offense back to work now late in this 1st half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. From the 50, here's Herbert. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
First carry for James Conner, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 24, Brissett, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On third down, Brissett. It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brissett on first down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Again, it's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you...
Something? I will hear about that from him soon.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw, Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Snell going to try the right side. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, Brissett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Herbert off of play action. Got a man open. It's Chase. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run on 1st down. Peterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Herbert caught by Sanu. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. to Gordon out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Peterson. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jamar Chase with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bulls had 6 to their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget 5 to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Brissett. Complete to Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The last last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Brissett's throw going into the hands of Williams.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now a give here to Snell. And he gets the 1st down here on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Second and 4.
Brissett sets to throw it.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. And that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Brissett. Got his man. It's Williams. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing. Brissett throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They start the drive with Peterson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Peterson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Brissett. Spinning past him. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Brissett. Jones has it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Brissett. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Brissett. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down, Peterson again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.